Hi, very good day. Dzylo is an end-to-end platform where you can manage your project and especially the interior projects. I'm going to explain you how you can use Dzylo's organization feature. This feature is very generic in a sense that you can decide to use in a way you want to. So for you, what does the organization or the group mean? For an example, if you are working with, say, multiple different brands, you are doing a commercial interior and you are working with different brand for an organization for that. If you also want to do tracking of some of the project at say some head level, for an example, in a leads you want to track at the head level, like who is the sales head for those particular leads. Maybe you can create one organization at the name of that head. Or if you want to have a tracking at some sort of a type of the project level, or maybe site level. For an example, your company is working in two different geographics, say Chennai and Hyderabad, and you want to group all the projects of the Chennai and all the projects of Hyderabad together, you can do that. Now, what is an advantage of doing or grouping these projects and leads? Once you group these to an organization, you have some high level insights visible at the org level. So I'm going to tell you or like show you about how you can leverage that. So first step is like you have to come here, you have to search in an organization. So I'm searching. So once you select here, you will link to this screen. For in your case, it will be empty. And this feature is only available for pro customers. So create an organization. Suppose I create an organization Delhi. Okay. And I can see these contacts are the one which you can say those are common for those organization. If you are creating for some brand, you can write down for the brand. And if you are creating for some location or some team member, you can write it for their name as well. So maybe I'll write. So I have created this Delhi as an organization. Now, once you created an organization, this organization is visible in different leads and projects to be mapped. For an example, I'm going at lead level. I'm clicking on a lead, going to basic detail, and now I see this link organization option here. I can click on link organization. I can select a Delhi. So once I select this, for every lead, all the daily leads will be linked to this organization. Same way, I can also go to any project and I can also link those project to this particular project has already been linked to one is task and milestone. So because I'm also using the same project management to track my task, I'm creating those sort of organization to group project. For an example, if you are you have a marketing team as well, where you are tracking your portfolio, or like how the marketing team is working on different goals. Maybe you can also link those marketing goals to one. Okay, so if you want, you can change. I don't want to change, maybe in this case, so I'm not changing it. Now you go back to organization, okay, and you select an organization. So suppose like this is the organization where I have linked 5 projects and 1 lead. So I'll just show you. I'll click on this. Now you will come to this screen, and this is a very good high level view of this particular project. So in a first starting with the sales funnel. So if you have a leads link to the organization, then you can look at the sales funnel. Suppose I have a one project link here. It will show me what is the estimated value of the project and who is the assignee of that particular lead, and overall all leads will be listed here. If I go to project management, so sales funnel is for leads, project management is for all the projects. So in projects, if you see here, I'm getting overall summary of a project. For an example, this is the high level project name, how many milestones were there and how many milestones are done. What is the percentage progress? Okay, so suppose you have working with some brand, or like one of your project manager, you are creating his name, you can see that how his projects are going on, right, at the high level when you want to review. Now if you want to have a like high level understanding of that, what is like total my finances look like, you can look at this, that okay, total expense has been this, total vendor payment has been this, and total receivable is this. So this is a high level. Now if you want to go in the detail, then for every project which is linked to this organization, you will see all the information which you have filled. So if you are using financial planning in a project, then you will have all the project value which you have submitted there, all the expenses which has been added by your supervisors or team member against that project, all the amount or the fund you which you have received on that project, and what is the amount you have marked as a like to be remitted to your vendors, that is like payable. So it will give you overall summary. From here you can also go to the financials or go to the payment section to add or fund or expenses. So this is how the overall organization look like. The whole purpose of organization to link different projects together. So whenever you want to review, you can review them as a whole. So you can have an organization for different corporate clients. You can have it for different builder. For an example, there is a like DLF vendor or like some project where you have a multiple projects going on. And if you want to have a look at the how my DLF projects are going on, maybe you can create for those. If you want your project manager level, you can do that. If you want your sales head level, you can do that, or within your team level. Right, so you in your team also internal projects, if you are tracking, then you can also link them to different organization. Like for a marketing team, which is your internal team, but you are tracking their work task here, then you can also link them. Okay, thanks.